Hello guys, we're going to start here in just a minute. Just going to share the link here. Alright. We have some TWL Thunder here coming up here. Let's see. First matches will be Muta versus Antonio Inoki. Alright, let's see how this one goes here. And this and GSW are at war right now, so there will be some competition between the stuff here. And based on last night's event, TWL is going to have their work cut out for them. GSW got a 90 tonight. Speaking of which, they did have, there was a stream split because of internet. It's in the process, the videos are in process of being combined at the moment, so it is something to kind of keep in mind there that it will be as one video ASAP on that.
Give up?
But yeah, so far I do plan on streaming some UPW action as well. And also, here Farb, hi Fear, how you doing?
Give up?
I'm doing decent, not too bad.
Give up. Give up.
Blockbuster hold right there from Inoki. Of course, this match is non-title because Muta is current TWL Hardcore Champion. We're not fighting in hardcore settings, but the title is not up on the line here. Ooh, kicked out of the ring.
2.
Yeah. Star Fox wanted a new theme for this season, and he wanted the Rikishi / Too Cool 16-bit theme. I think it's Genesis Filter, actually, if I believe correctly.
Give up. Give up.
Oh, right into a hold there, trying to make Muta tap here. Ah, figure 4 here.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
Oh, head spring elbow in the corner. Now here's what we got for the rest of the card here. After this, we got Piper versus DiBiase. Then we got Von Erich versus Sting. And then we got the Legion of Doom, the recent Season 5 Hall of Fame class, the first ever Hall of Fame class for TWN. They will be challenged by the outsiders within the Wolfpack for the TWL Tag Team titles. Then in the semi-main spot, we got Terry Gordy versus The Undertaker. And then in the main event, we got Ric Flair defending the TWL Championship against Dr. Death Steve Williams. And of course, later this inning, we'll have some UPW action, their first show. So it's a combination of places. I'm not gonna lie to ya. Man, I could almost make a video on finding music in alone. Basically, a lot. Yeah, Star Fox booked it, and Star Fox is he is kind of taking the role of YWA commissioner pretty handily. So after the next Big Bang pay-per-view, YWA will take a full shift in how it's run in itself. But that is a topic for later on. But yeah, in terms of music, Octopus Hold. Well, to avoid, if you're gonna stream, like if you're gonna if you're just doing your own thing or gonna be streaming on Discord or for a few people in a different place, you can just put whatever you want. Oh, Inoki gets the win with a little armbar action. Got bloodied up. 85. But in terms of, but if you're gonna do what I do, you will there's a lot of avenues you can get legit tunes, but the copyright free version. A big one is video game like equivalents, like the N64 tunes. Like there's a site called, I think, Video Game Music Library or something like that online. And you can, and they have the guy has a whole library of video game music, and I just take themes from there, and I I do a lot of stuff like like you can get 16 8-bit and N64 tunes, and from there, from wrestling games, and you can use them, and they won't violate copyright. You can get, there's a lot of YouTube stuff. You do have to find a YouTube music downloader, so there are around, but you might have to test it a little bit to get one. But when you do, you can get there's some big YouTubers that do covers for themes and tunes that don't violate copyright that I use a lot of. A big one is InEsks, something like that. They do a lot of 80s retro style remixes of wrestling tunes, and I use that a ton for guys. In terms of the themes for the shows, like the background music for the shows, that's typically picked by the people running the promotion, more or less. Next match, Piper and DiBiase. But it's a combination of things. You kind of have to dig around a little bit. It can be tough for wrestlers that are a little bit more obscure, because sometimes those songs, typically, a way of getting around it is, you know what the actual song is, you can look for a cover of that specific tune. Like, it's all about, like, the way you search it sometimes as well. Alright, good. Let's see how this one goes. But I got an 85. That did not beat the first GSW match from last night that had a 98. So GSW will win that first one there. Yeah, the Inoki edit, that took a bit. I took from the Fire Pro Returns edit that they uploaded here, made some adjustments to it. I adjust all the guys in terms of, like, movesets. Look-wise, it depends. It depends on what era of promotion looking for. Like, a promotion may want Ministry era Taker, and then another promotion, if they pick up, they may want Biker Taker. Typically with that, I usually just change the looks. It's not often I'll change the moveset with the look unless they specify they want that specific era of that. So that can vary things a little bit. I try to be space conscious with this game, so I gotta delete a lot more stuff off this. Like, there's a lot of wrestlers that I have downloaded that at this point, when it comes to wrestler usage, I just use my edits. I don't use anyone else's default edits, because I kind of found that sweet spot at how things to be, especially with movesets. That's a big one right there. Charge Lariat to the corner.
Give up.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 minutes gone. 9.
Give up. Give up. Yeah.
Giant Baba. I actually have edited down Giant Baba.
Give up. Give
That
up.
so I have that one down. Yeah, unfortunately, I know a lot of Fire Pro players have been, a lot of them have been switching to the Steam version of the game as of late. I do have the Steam version of the game. The only reason why I haven't gone to that one yet, it's for a couple of reasons. One, it's very easy and convenient for me to stream on PS4 as opposed to Steam. The Steam version, I just don't have the tech for it as of this moment to really. I mean, I could find a way to do it. It's just going to be very makeshifty, which if you saw my other videos on my channel, that isn't exactly something I'm afraid of doing. But I want to be careful with that with streaming stuff, but most people don't mind it for the most part. And also because it would take so long to like restart all the edits and stuff on the Steam, especially with TWN is concerned. It would pretty much be a reboot because nobody would be able to start as is because it'd just be too much. So it's something I'm kind of trying to stray away from until life forces me to, because the big thing is eventually Spike will shut down the online download center, and once that happens, it'll make it like very tough for me to do stuff like TWN and all that, because I would have to create everything from scratch, and that'd be too hard to do. And yeah, I mean that's a lot of them. Yeah, exactly. You know what? I have thought about uploading all my TWN Real Wrestler guys for people to use. The only thing is, I borrow a lot of stuff look-wise from other creators like K-Radiation, Avengers. Really, like I said, the only thing I really mess around with is movesets and all that, but look-wise, I typically... Oh, the $1 Million Dream!
Give up. Give up.
Movesets and the points, all of them have 226 points. The CPU a little bit, if it needs a little touch-up, I will touch it up. In terms of like move priorities and all that, making sure like their signature moves are done and it doesn't take forever and a half for them to hit their one signature move. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one for sure. I mean, I've been tempted about maybe getting a head start and start doing some of that stuff with some of the guys, but I don't know. There's a lot of projects and stuff on my channel as a whole that I have definitely put on ice. Sleeper hold, finishing maneuver there. Just because just because of time, and I really need to do a channel update again pretty soon. Because there's a lot of stuff on the channel that need touching up. Now back to that sleeper. It should be. Oh man, DiBiase's really fighting it. Low blow. Big suplex. We're getting close to that time limit here. Yes, but basically the way it works for both this and YWA is singles matches are 20-minute time limits, tag matches are 30-minute time limits. Then for title matches, a singles title match has a 30-minute time limit, and a tag title match has a 45-minute time limit. And then a battle royale of any kind has a 60-minute time limit. Oh, wow. For the most part, it's pretty, like, it's used pretty well. Wow, look at that. That actually beats GSW's second match, actually. So, TWL's gonna get on the board there. No, it's not. Really solid numbers. Next one, Von Erich versus Sting here. Sting still holding on to that. He successfully defended the GSW tap-out title yesterday against Samoa Joe. Alright. See how things go here. Pretty evenly matched competitors here. Both youthful, athletic, strong. Especially the Surfer Sting era was definitely a big... I think that isn't KNF Star Fox. All the YWA guys, like, I made themselves, like, who run the promotions, I made them refs in there as kind of a little visual thing. All the refs have the same settings, too. So for number-wise, everything has an even competition. That's also why we have everything in the same arena as well.
Give up.
A little back suplex from Von Erich.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
Oh, the claw.
Give
Both
up.
these guys use submission moves as finishers. So that's gonna be interesting to see how they intricate those during the match. We already saw the claw from Von Erich.
Give up. Give up. Break.
5 minutes gone.
Elbow drop from Von Erich. Oh, colossal clutch here.
Give up.
Splash.
2.
1, 2.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
Face crusher. Little press. Presses him out of the ring.
2, 3, 4,
Fights with a suplex on the concrete.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
1, 2, 1.
Couple elbow drops there from Von Erich. Second one misses. Little reverse DDT right there. Oh, the claw.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
10 minutes gone.
Lock takedown.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
Oh, tombstone. Face crusher. Cross body.
1, 2.
Ooh. Let's recover.
1, 2.
Ooh. Another tombstone. Going for the Scorpion Deathlock.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Break.
Or saves him there. Third atomic drop. Hits it again. Good toss.
1, 2,
Oh, big chair strike.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Tombstone.
13.
I was going for a deathlock on that concrete. These guys might get counted out. Oh, nope. Got in just in time. Counter. Double axe handle.
One, two.
By God, yes, exactly. Backdrop. Another tombstone. Drop kick. That's a lariat. Another elbow. Oh, dodges it. Now Sting goes up top. There's a splash on the back. Goes for a cover.
1, 2.
Ooh. Pile driver. Backdrop counter. Oh, here comes Ultimo Dragon, assuming to help out Von Erich here. No, he's attacking Von Erich. He's helping Sting. My bad. Exploder. Both men are down. Another tombstone. Dragon Sleeper on Von Erich as the clock's running down. Another tie. Yeah, I don't know if in this game if you're doing moves on chairs counts as chair damage or not. But it always looks cool when it works out like that, nonetheless. 88 there. That one did not beat GSW's third match, so GSW will win that one there. Alright. Now we got some tag action here, the tag titles. The LOD has held on to these titles since day one. They have defended the titles so much. Where are they? And they'll be defending against the outsiders who are in the wolf pack here. Alright, let's get this going here. Starting with Animal and Hall here. Sidewalk Slam. Nash gets tagged in. These two had a feud a while back. Yeah. Ooh, neck breaker. Yeah. LOD have been very dominant in this, and and it's so weird because I went through the edits twice, and they weren't different than anything else. And then I looked further into specific areas, and they were noticeably very jacked compared to the norm. So I had to finally adjust that, and this is the first match we're gonna be seeing that. I also adjusted their movesets again as well, so they can be a little bit more accurate. Because there's a lot of models. Because my system and specifically having to do with movesets has gotten better over time, so I have some older models that need touch-ups sometimes to kind of reflect that. Because sometimes new moves get uploaded that fit the wrestler that weren't there before and whatnot.
1, 2.
5 minutes gone.
Oh. Oh, apron power bomb. Gave him the jackknife off the apron. Body slam. Big press. Goes for a cover.
2. Give up. 1, 2.
All trying to take advantage. Oh, the outsider's edge cover.
1, 2.
Nash and Adam won't get tagged in. Choke slam. Oh, the jackknife.
Finish!
Oh, power slam.
1, 2.
Hall with the win. I mean, Hall with the save. Another press. Oh, the neck breaker.
1, 2.
Ooh, almost had it. Diving lariat.
1, 2. Come on, finish!
Oh, power bomb.
1, 2.
Ooh. Oh, here comes Macho Man to help out the outsiders.
1,
Ooh, big save. Flying knee there. Oh, drops the elbow. Oh, bulldog. Choke slam. Counter. Tag team back suplex. Tag team suplex by the Outsiders. Lands Animal out of the ring. Animal Hawk out of the ring. Both sides fighting outside and inside the ring.
5, 6, 7 minutes gone. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Fallaway slam.
14, 15.
Oh, those razor punches. Power slam, cover.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, the LOD retain.
Finish!
100, jeez. And that beats GSW's fourth match, so TW ties it back up with 2 apiece. All right. Yeah, 100%. I feel like I gotta adjust the Outsiders a little bit, especially Nash. Hall might be a little more solid, but I feel like they need a touch up. Gordy and Taker are next here. Gordy's also the IC champion right now in TWL. Alright, let's see how this one goes here. Alright, Gordy has proven himself very heavily late last season to be a dominant force. So this is definitely, Taker's definitely up against a worthy competitor here.
Give up.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think this is the 16-bit Genesis rendition of it. Yeah, so far, in terms of the ward, both these guys, GSW and TWL, they're neck and neck right now, 2 apiece ahead for this event, for those events here. UPW is going to be streaming later on in the day as well, so you'll have some more action there. Yeah, we tried doing some 2K, like, we tried doing 2K22 stuff a bit ago. The thing with the 2K games is that on paper, it's very easy to get very excited, because there's so much shit you can do and all this stuff. But when you finally get everything down, and you start doing universe mode, it starts to feel kind of dry. That's the thing, because the problem with a lot of it is the fact that despite it being what it is, like, the story stuff is pretty weak. You definitely have to fill in the gaps yourself. I feel like doing it in 2K19 gives you a little bit more meat. And the problem too is the fact that you can't put in tunes, which is understandable because of copyright shit. I get that. But if they would have, but it really limits what you have based on the roster. In 2K19, it had a huge ass massive roster, so you had plentiful to choose from. But 2K, you know what, 2K22, and I heard 2K23 was better. I haven't played it. I don't know if I will. I don't think I have the money, and to be honest, even if I did run into some cash, I don't know if I would get that or AEW. I have heard AEW plays well, but it kind of, it's very, it's on the shallow side. Oh, Inoki interfering, helping out the Taker here. But unlike 2K23, I feel like Fight Forever, I don't think it'll be a yearly release title, so I do think there's chances of it improving and being well-rounded over more than a year, which I find appealing. I don't like having to dedicate yearly release, because by the time I get money to get the new game, it's already halfway through its cycle. Well, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's 3D. And I'm not opposed to, like, the 3D stuff for sure. I just think, like I said, I think the biggest thing comparing, because those two franchises, Fire Pro and 2K, they're neck and neck in a lot of ways. I mean, the cool thing about the Fire Pro, the 2K stuff is that you can do, like, ladder matches, multi-tag. Oh, look, Gordy with the win. And all that. So you can do a lot of stuff you couldn't do in this game. But in terms of, like, match entertainment and CPU and AI, Fire Pro's typically better. Now, I do believe 2K23 give you a little bit more to work with AI adjustments, but I've heard some people say it doesn't seem to make much of an impact. But 2K23 gives you a lot of stuff, so it's really tough. I think what wins this game over for me to compare to 2K is the storage limitations. This game's storage limitations are so much more forgiving than 2K. 2K, you're pretty much like, okay, I can do this era of a specific wrestling promotion and that's it. Otherwise, I have to clean house. That's the kind of vibe I get from what they have, and I don't like it. I feel like nowadays, because this game, you can have up to 1,500 wrestlers in this game. Created and downloaded combined, and I'm not saying all games need to be that much, but it's been at 100 since 2K14. Like, almost 10 years. Like, at some point, you need to kind of boost it up a little bit. However, I will say this. The My Rise stuff, I think, is really good in 2K22, and I played a bit of it, but although 2K19, I really, really love the My Rise in 2K19. That's some of the best story stuff I've ever played in a wrestling game. So 2K19 holds up very well in hindsight, and out of all the 2K stuff outside of 14, it's probably the one to really get invested in, even though the download stores are shut off. They just shut off like a year ago, but even then, I mean, I still think it's a solid game. 82, nonetheless. Gordy with the win. That beats GSW's 5th match, so TWL is pulling ahead here. My Fire Pro. But that's the other thing too. I think another thing too is Fire Pro's been around for a while, and 2K23's brand spanking new, so that could draw some things as well. But yeah, but 2K20, the 2K games, they also, the presentation and the everything really adds to it. But like I said, I think at the end of the day, I think what really pulls me more towards Fire Pro than 2K is the storage limitations. And to be honest, I like editing in this game. I like the UI of it. I feel like the 2K games, I feel more exhausted creating and editing wrestlers in that than I do in Fire Pro. Because Fire Pro's more, I feel like Fire Pro kind of gives you more reasonable options, and I feel like it's easier to navigate through and plug in through than in 2K. Yeah, exactly. Like, 2K23 had so much hype, and then it was done, and AEW had mega hype. And now nobody talks about it. Yeah, there's this new one called Ultra Pro Wrestling that's coming out soon that I'm really excited for. That's coming out early next year, and I'm really excited for that because I'm on the Discord and the creators are very, like, chatty. And it looks like it's going to be a very solid game for the most part. I'm hoping that it because I'm hoping that because as much as I love doing stuff in Fire Pro, it would be nice to be able to do some other stuff in other wrestling games because every wrestling game has its own little quirks that can be enjoyable, and it would be kind of nice to experiment with different lenses sometimes. But unfortunately, not every wrestling game is sandbox friendly, unfortunately, like Fire Pro. In fact, a lot of them aren't, more or less. Yeah, TWL. Main event here. TWL title on the line. Ric Flair defending against Dr. Death. Recently acquired from I believe, a trade or something from IGW. Alright, let's see how this goes here. Oh, nice. Yeah. Because I'm hoping that it's pretty much like, because No Mercy, like, if No Mercy didn't have that save, because there was a wrestling project I was doing a while ago called RCW, and it was originally going to be through No Mercy, and we were creating guides for it, and in the middle of it all, the save glitch happened, and I lost everything. Belts unlocked and everything. So I ended up switching to SmackDown vs. Raw 06, but we're kind of I'm very close to completing it, but I've been kind of on a hiatus from it because it seemed like people kind of, because, you know, life, and it seemed like people started, and for developing it, I really needed a crowd of people to, like, with opinions and such, and it wasn't quite, I think the switching from No Mercy to SmackDown kind of took a lot of the oomph off it a little bit, because No Mercy had really good CPU. Oh, SmackDown vs. Raw 06 has great CPU too, but it's not as retro friendly as No Mercy is. But I do want to finish the development off that, because the plan was to do like a pure kind of pure sim thing of it with stories and stuff from other people. And there wasn't really going to be any extra, like, competitive edges. It was just going to be for fun. But it kind of got sidetracked for other things. But I do want to finish that at some point. Yeah, it's a common one. It sucks, because the No Mercy game in itself is great. But you almost need to, like, get the, download, like, the clean ROM without the glitch on your computer and go through there. I haven't done that because I'm not the most computer-savvy person in the world, and I didn't really want to rely on doing something that kind of long-term on something that shaky. But yeah, we had the default 8, but the only thing left really for that is the last two guys. Their movesets need, like, adjusting and some test matches before we get a full swing. But the problem is that because the last two guys were kind of like, because the idea behind it was they kind of be like mock-ish of current stuff guys to a degree. Like, the last two guys is like a mock Jericho and a mock Dude Love. And like I said, the only thing needs adjusting is movesets. But the problem is I wanted to do it live because I want it to be like a community thing. But for that part, there needs to be people. But I have a section in our Discord for discussing that as well. And there was a little bit of that, but still needed a little bit more. But I think people just got busy, and TWN and YW took more focus. So between all that, it kind of got sidetracked. But I do want to resume that soon. Especially also the Super Mega Baseball stuff. I know a lot of people were really into that. And I was gonna do more with 3. I just got sidetracked with that too, just because, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in life, especially with this stuff here, and especially with the shift in YWA and TWN as a collective thing. It definitely needs, there was definitely a lot of time spent with that.
1, 2.
Ah, the flare flop. Figure 4.
Give up. Give up. Give up. One, two.
Down the stretch.
Give up. Give up.
Figure 4.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
10 minutes gone.
Power slam. Oh, Dr. Bomb.
2.
You know, the first wrestling game I've ever played was WWF Warzone on PlayStation. I do have fond memories of that one. Those Acclaim wrestling games, I really, really like what they were doing, except that control scheme just wasn't wrestling favorite. I mean, if you spend time with it, you can get a hang of it, but it's not, but compared to the AKI games and the SmackDown games around the same time, those games just weren't really that user-friendly in terms of gameplay. But the games gave you plenty of options to do fun stuff with. If they had the control system they had in the Legends of Wrestling games for the older, earlier games, they would have been solid, 100% solid. Oh, murder backdrop. Dr. Bomb. 1, 2. Ooh. Come on. Big press. Figure 4.
Give up. Give up.
Williams trying to fight out of it. They did. The monsters were awesome. Well, the first game was a little rough around the edges. Game 2 was very polished. Game 3, in terms of roster, I think was technically the best one. Gameplay, I think, was still on par. The only issue with 3 was that the main mode was very thin compared to like the first 2 games. So the second game's definitely the sweet spot for sure. Although, if you are gonna get them, I have heard that the Xbox and GameCube versions do run a little better than the PS2 versions. I have the PS2 versions. Oh no! Flair tricks Williams. And retains the title. So, GSW, won the last match there, so we got a tie here. So we're gonna have to go to, I believe it's show evaluation, so we're gonna have to go to that for the tiebreaker. Yeah, exactly. All right. Ooh, 88. Very close, but it looks like LGC's GSW is gonna get the win in this week here by a couple points. Even though they got 100 even though TWL had the best match of the two, the other matches just weren't quite as consistent enough, unfortunately. But there's 8 weeks, so there's definitely time here nonetheless to make up ground. But yeah, like I said, I do plan on streaming a little bit later today, it's going to be some UPW, the first show of UPW. That show is also run by LGC and is also competing against IGW in a promotion war as well. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And I will update stream schedule in that stream, but as for those of you that can't make that, I will say that after that stream, it's probably going to be a while before I stream again because I'm going to be away. So definitely keep that in mind. So definitely gives you guys a chance to measure things and get things more booking ahead and stuff and all that. But yeah, guys, outside of that, that's going to do it for this specific stream here. So thanks for watching. In case you guys wanted to chat with anyone at the Campy Company, you didn't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find a link to that in the About page / About section of our channel. You also have a community tab in our channel as well. You can access that anywhere at any time. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.